All right, good morning, YouTube. It has been a while since I have had the opportunity to do a moto vlog. I have been extremely busy at the house. We're packing up all of our stuff to get ready for a move. I will be moving out of the house real soon. Right now we do not have a house to move to because we haven't sold our house. But what we're doing is we're packing it up and putting it in a storage facility. I will be moving out of the house this weekend. However, my wife will continue to stay there. I will be taking my daughter with me. So our summer has been extremely busy with the packing and preparing the house for resale. But today I have to actually go in and do some safety training. This safety meeting is done once a year, so every year I have to do this. Another reason for me not riding a lot this summer, it has been extremely hot. It's been in the 3 digits for most of the days. And then there's also, being that it is summer, it's Georgia. We have these weird systems that come through that it'll just be sunny and then all of a sudden it'll just pour down rain. And the worst feeling you could have in the summertime while riding in Georgia is being completely hot and then having a huge downpour on you and realize you don't have the proper gear on. So today I'm going to actually talk about some of the gear. Now, I will be honest with you, I am extremely guilty of not wearing the proper gear all the time. As a matter of fact, the only proper gear that I have on are these gloves and my helmet. I don't own a pair of real motorcycle boots. I wear Danners. They're waterproof, they go up the ankle, and for the longest time I thought, hey, as long as it covers the ankle and gives you that support, you're okay with it. Also, I usually wear just jeans, but we all know that you need to wear the proper gear. While I took the Motorcycle Safety Foundation course, they always suggested to wear something over your arms, some type of jacket or something. And the saying was, dress for the slide, not for the ride. Well, I've been riding for over 10 years now, and most of the gear that I have purchased has been typical gear of a cruiser. I mean, I am on a Harley Davidson Sportster. So, you know, I bought my gear according to what I thought was appropriate for this type of bike. After watching many videos from Dan the Fireman, Fast Eddie with Moto Jitsu, and some of the others like MC Rider, I have learned that no matter what the bike is, you still need to wear all the gear all the time. That's an acronym for that is ATGATT. ATGATT. All the gear, all the time. Meaning that I need to put aside some scratch and purchase a real motorcycle jacket. Not this little leather motorcycle jacket that I got from one of these motorcycle shops that looks cool on a cruiser. Not some little vest that looks great while you're cruising around. No, I need to buy something with the armor in it, and I need to get some pants with armor in it. Now, I could go to some of these places that have the riding jeans, but those riding jeans still do not have the appropriate armor in them. Now, I have witnessed, or I have gone through the aftermath of a couple of accidents, and some of these injuries that were in these accidents could have very well been eliminated with the proper gear. Like a guy that broke his face. That's right, broke his nose, had some skull issues. A full face helmet like what I'm wearing now would have possibly eliminated that. Some of the road rash that I've seen, a good leather jacket could have eliminated some of that road rash. So I will be putting aside a little bit of money so I can actually build an appropriate type of suit to wear. And you know, I'm a commuter. It has to go over what my daily work attire will be. Now, with all this being said, jackets and overpants are not cheap. They can range anywhere, and this is for good stuff, stuff with the armor in it. They can range anywhere from $200 all the way up to over $1,000. I mean, the climb is very expensive. Then you have like Fly Racing. As a matter of fact, I think one of their jackets I could actually get for about $150. And that has the armor in it. All right, well, I just got done with my safety meeting. I'm going to pick up where I kind of left off, talking about what kind of gear I do have and the gear that I need. The gear that I have, I've got a leather jacket that has absolutely no armor in it. Now, in a slide, it might protect me from some road rash. I have leather overpants, and that would be an extra layer of skin in a slide. But neither one of these articles of protection have that armor in it to keep me from getting some major damage to certain areas of the body. Usually when you slide or when you fall or crash, the areas that you usually hit are going to be your hands, your elbow, your shoulder, your back, your hips, your knees, and your bottom, your butt. And these are the areas that you usually need that extra armor in. Even the kidney area. Because usually your body immediately starts to turn and you'll start that slide on your back. And that's where you want that armor, is you want that little extra bit of armor there on your back in the case that, you know, you've gone too fast and your slide is a lot longer than you expected it would be. A t-shirt like I'm wearing now would never be any kind of protection. So, yes, I am not properly dressed to ride. I need to get more gear so I can drive or ride in the summertime. Now, I do have a protective suit. I have a full armored suit. It's overpants and it is a jacket. It is a 3-season. It's what I would consider as a 3-season. It has a removable liner, which I have ridden in the below 30-degree weather in this thing and stayed completely warm. However, this past summer I've used that in a huge downpour of a rain and realized real quick that this particular piece of clothing is not intended for summer use at all. This piece of clothing does not breathe at all. So I had to learn the hard way. When I took that gear off, I was probably more wet wearing it from sweating than I would have been from trying to stay dry from the rain. So I would highly suggest any of you that are looking for rain gear, you know, get your rain gear that can go over protective gear, or get your protective gear that is also water resistant or waterproof. What I have, it's great, it works. I was completely dry when it first started to pour down, but in 80 to 90 degree weather and you've got this type of clothing on, you're just going to be baking inside that suit. So you know, if you want to wear something that's breathable, that goes over your protective gear, go get you some Frog Togs to go over a mesh. That will work. It'll allow for your body to breathe, and you can still have those mesh overpants that has that protective armor in it. I am personally going to put aside a little bit of money, and I think one of my very first things I'm going to purchase, of course, is going to be the jacket. Something that I can wear in the summertime. This will be a summertime only jacket. I'm also going to look for some overpants. This will be summertime only overpants. Now, the neat thing about wearing a jacket and pants in the summertime is you really don't have to wear much underneath it. You can actually wear this mesh and just wear a pair of shorts underneath and a light duty t-shirt or a moisture wicking t-shirt for the sweat. I love to wear jeans when I ride if I'm not riding to work. Now if I'm riding to work, I'm wearing khakis or dress slacks or something like that, so I really need something I can wear over that. So I know I've been doing a big no-no, and I've bought my gear to kind of match the kind of bike I ride. You know, the first thing I ever bought was, of course, a jacket, a leather jacket. Then I bought the vest because I needed to put my patches all over it. After I bought my gloves, my jacket, my vest, my helmet, as a cruiser biker, I thought that I was supposed to go and get chaps. Until the very first time I rode in the cold, I realized those chaps did absolutely nothing. I don't even understand why people use chaps, because it doesn't cover your butt or your crotch area whatsoever. It only covers your upper thigh or lower thigh and your legs. Okay? The rest of you is just going to be cold. So I decided, hey, go get some full leather overpants. And that did keep me a lot warmer. It wasn't until I started riding in just above freezing temperatures, the mid to upper 30s, that I realized that I need to get something warmer than just some type of leather. So I went out and got myself an adventure suit with a liner. And it was considered at that time to be a 4th season because you could remove the liner. Well, yeah, it might be 4th season for somebody that lives in Alaska. But for somebody like me that lives in Georgia, that was not a 4th season. It is a 3 season. It is a late fall, winter, early spring. Anything below 70 degrees, that might work. But anything above 70 degrees on that particular suit, the jacket and overpants, you're just going to sweat it out. And especially if it's 90 plus degrees and it's raining outside, it's going to be like in a sauna. You're just going to sweat. So I'm going to have to get the mesh. Either that or perforated leather that has the protective pads in it. Alright, well, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more video like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell to get notified when new videos come your way. If you haven't gotten your fix of videos, there should be a couple that are popping up in just a second. Until next time, y'all ride safe and always get back home.